Hey kids, it's your buddy Mike here. Michelle and I wanted to say thank you before we started this show to all of you that have listened to our podcast. We really appreciate it. After this podcast, head on over to Facebook and like us. Also, share our videos with friends because, well, we're awesome and that is why you should do this. You can also send us an email at justpressplaypodcast@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Just Press Play podcast.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up?
the ceiling.
What?
The ceiling.
And now Missy.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Just Press Play podcast. I'm Mike,
And I'm Michelle.
and today we continue
I
with
have
the
a string. Go ahead.
worst movies of the 1990s. So this is part 2 of our series. Did you get that string?
I got it. It was
All
bothering me.
Okay. So how have you been, Michelle? Let's have a little chit chat because this one might be a little bit shorter than normal.
Not too bad. I know this is going to be in the future.
The future.
Marty, you gotta
come back with me.
In the past, I'm off all week.
Vacation.
Yes. And
Staycation, as you like to call it.
my birthday's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Let's all sing Michelle happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey! Everybody sing your birthday. I want to hear you. What? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Why are you turning into Robert
Happy birthday, dear Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Thank you. I'm going to be 27.
27.
Do you think people believe that?
I believe it.
All right.
Yes. I
That's
do
all
believe
that matters.
And today, this very day that we're recording this podcast, we are going to go see the Evil Dead musical.
Yes.
So we are excited about that.
Mike has put us in the spider zone.
Yeah, we're going to get bloody. you said as long as you don't get vomit, you're okay.
Yeah, I don't want any demon vomit on
It's
me.
not real vomit.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna look similar, and it could be like slimy.
Could
What were
smell to
those? Oh gosh. What were those slimy things that you used to get in a little container, but it looked like snot? Because it was like really stretchy and wet. I don't want anything wet and stretchy.
I know what you're talking about, and I can't think of it.
Well, anyway, I don't want that.
So you don't want slimy, stretchy, or wet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fake blood's going to be wet, but I can deal with that.
Just not slimy and stretchy.
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't taste gross, because what if it gets in my mouth?
I don't think it's going to taste gross. They're not going to give you anything that's going to taste
Okay.
gross. And plus, they're not going to be like, eat the blood! Eat the fake blood!
Well, I think what it is they're going to be, like, chopping things off, and the blood's just going to be spurting.
You could be like, this is corn syrup. This is delicious.
One, that is not me.
I
And
know.
two, ew.
But this is corn syrup. This is delicious.
You know what?
Well, you don't like it when I do this. When I make you sound like this. At least I'm like, this is corn syrup. This is delicious.
You were going the right way for a smack
I
bottom.
told you. Bring it on.
Well, after we finish recording.
Hey. Don't be giving away secrets.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We don't do anything after we finish recording.
we keep that to ourselves. People don't need to know all that. That's not their business. Let's delete that. That part is deleted. So when you hear this podcast, all you're going to hear is me going, ah! funny joke that we cannot put on here because it was dirty.
What?
I don't know.
It was not dirty.
No, it's not dirty. All right, are you ready to begin this?
Yes, I am.
All right, like I said, this is part 2 of the 1990 movies that are terrible. This is the terrible one, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there were some bad ones on this one, too. So the number 1 movie, in no particular order,
Is Blair Witch Project.
the mother of all found footage movies.
There was a little thing at the beginning. It says, in October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland, while shooting a documentary. A year later, their footage was found.
A year later?
Yeah,
A whole year later they found that footage?
that's what they say.
Awesome.
Because you know it's real.
And I'm sorry I don't have any synopsis today.
Well, I just gave one.
Right. No, I meant for like the other movies. I
Oh.
wasn't planning on recording today. So, and you know what gets me is with these movies, people still buy into them.
Yeah.
People still love these found footage movies. To me, it just like, I mean, it gets old after a while.
Yeah, I'm not going to name any names, but when I first watched it, that individual was just bound and determined that this movie was for real. And he just kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on. So I saw them on a talk show, and I'm like, it can't be real, they're on a talk show.
But they did advertise it as real.
Yeah. But then all of a sudden it was like, I told you it wasn't real. No, you did it. No, you did not. You own up to what you said, sir.
Well, we know it's a dude. You could have made him androgynous. Ooh, big word for Mike. Yes. Is that the right term in that case?
I think so.
Okay.
So, at the beginning of the movies, we're getting ready to go to the woods.
Everybody's getting ready, and the most important thing to have with you when you're getting ready,
A camera.
juice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Important
that
to
too.
have juice.
Well, they were dumb. They go and interview some locals. And then we get a backstory and a cemetery scene and some more local interviews and blah, 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 blah.
And then they start talking about Crazy Mary Brown. Okay,
Yes.
so one of the interviews, I'm going to play the audio.
I don't go up there. You don't go up there? Yes, I believe enough not to go up there. And they say that the woods are all haunted up there and stuff like that, but...
What do they say? How are they haunted?
There really isn't many people that say that it's haunted, but there was this old woman, Mary Brown.
Mary Brown?
Yeah. And she was kind of crazy lady.
How was she seen by the community?
Crazy.
That's it.
I mean, the dude said, the old Crazy Mary Brown.
Well, how does she seem? How do people perceive her?
Here's what gets me. Now, I'm not sure if maybe dude didn't know the script, and she was like sticking to the script, and he threw Crazy in there, and she was like, well, how did people perceive her?
Wait a minute, I thought this was real.
You know there was a script. Come on now.
Yeah, well, she could have just went with it. That's just sucky on her part.
Yeah.
Let's see. So then they go to interview Crazy Mary Brown. And she said this hairy lady tried to come up on her when she was little, laying at the lake or something. I don't know. She was laying on the riverbed or something. And this hairy lady, so apparently the Blair Witch is now Bigfoot's mama. That's the only thing I can think of.
And then after that, they got their drink on.
Yes.
And so now we're on day 2.
Yes, and I do have my days numbered.
So do I. To a point. I think I stopped after a while. So day 2, we got more random interviews. And now they're hiking to Coffin Rock. Some people were killed by... Yeah, some people were killed up, their bodies removed by persons unknown. All that happened at Coffin Rock, of course. And that's pretty much day 2.
That was day 2.
Day 3.
So, next day, apparently noises were going on in the night.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're traveling up a hill, not to fetch a pail of water. But Heather, she got lost in the woods. Nobody knows where they're going. I don't even don't think they're getting anywhere. I think they're just traveling in circles.
Yeah. They did find a dead mouse. What killed that mouse?
I don't know. Maybe it died of natural causes.
Exactly. Nature killed that mouse. They crossed a log.
Oh, and they found some rocks, piles.
Seven piles of rocks. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And then, they just kept filming the rocks there for a little bit.
So apparently they go night-night, and they hear some noises outside the tent. So what do you do when you're out in the woods and you hear noises? Stay in your tent like a smart person? No. You run around like a crazy person yelling at ghosts.
I wrote down more random noises. Don't yell at it, Heather. Don't bring that to you.
I mean, it's just like, I'm going to just run around and yell at it because that seems like a good idea. No.
I mean, if I heard noises, I'm going to be quiet because I don't, like I said, I don't know what's coming to me. Like, they don't know I'm here. I
mean, it could have been an animal, and if you start making noises, it's going to come eat your face. I'm not trying to have that happen to me.
And then they found some more rocks.
Yes.
This time 3 piles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, day 4, Mike in the movie, not you.
Not me, Mike in the movie.
Mike in the movie is not buying it.
They're still lost.
They're still lost. Heather
has the worst sense of direction ever. I thought I was bad because I get lost a lot, which I'm hoping we're taking GPS later because I'm going to get lost.
No, we're taking GPS.
Okay. And Mike is losing his mind. He's just losing it. So once again, they're like, all right, it's nighttime. Everybody, let's go lay down.
That seems to be the thing. It's like, we're lost, let's go to sleep. Next day, we're lost, let's go to sleep.
Yeah.
Let's argue some and go to sleep.
So, once again, it's nighttime and the boogeyman is after them.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
And she's still yelling at it. She's still yelling. She's going to make it mad.
Yeah.
And now she's like, we got to get it recorded. No video. So, we have to listen to them wander around breathing heavy and the screen is dark. And then they woke up and there were some more rocks.
More rocks. All these rocks.
So what was day 5?
After day 3, I stopped counting that, so I don't know day 5.
And
So I don't know exactly where.
well, day 5 is about the map.
Oh yes, the map was missing. And Heather wanted to blame the others for the map, but I don't think she did. She wasn't going to at first. But then we find out that Mike, not me, Mike decided, hey, you know what would be funny? If I kick this into the creek.
I always thought you were going to say crick.
No, because it's a creek. He was like, hey, screw the map, I'm going to kick it into the creek. Ah, look at that!
So now there's fighting and screaming and punching and pushing. They just need to calm down. And now they hate each other.
Yes. Mike has betrayed everyone, not me. I didn't betray everyone. The Mike in the movie did.
Yeah, we'll call him Movie Mike.
Movie Mike betrayed everyone.
Now they found some voodoo-looking stuff. Looks like stick people.
That's hanging from the trees.
Yeah.
Movie
So-
Mike's freaking out.
Yeah, well, I would too. People don't just hang stick people. The movie's annoying.
It is.
The characters are really annoying. Heather is a big old liar. Her pants are probably all sorts of on fire. Mike is yelling for help. I think that other dude's missing at this point in time. Is he missing yet? Hold on.
No, Josh isn't missing.
Oh, no, he's not missing yet. So, he's just being quiet.
Right. Then they go to sleep.
Yeah, because we gotta go night-night again.
Because that's how it works.
We wander around lost, yelling, fighting, screaming.
Then we go to sleep.
Then we go night-night.
Then we hear weird noises.
Then we hear weird noises.
The tent starts shaking.
Oh my gosh, that tent was shaking like nobody's business.
And what do? Let's run out of the tent and into the woods.
Oh my gosh. So, they take off running, which, okay, I can see. Sure, run. I get that. You know, your survival instinct's going to kick in. You're going to haul booty. I get it. But do you have to yell and scream and say, where are you? Where are you? Y'all should be quiet
Scooby-Doo!
and just find each other later.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
So there's running, and then black screen again.
And then it's morning time.
And then it's morning time. Day number 6, there's slime all over, I think it was Josh's stuff.
Yeah.
And his stuff is jacked up. There's more walking, there's more complaining.
Another fight.
Another mental health pit stop because Josh has to cry for about 10-15 minutes.
They stop so much.
No wonder they never got anywhere.
And actually, I wrote down, no, don't stop, stop stopping. That's exactly what I wrote down. I mean, that's it. Stop stopping, just go. You got slime, you got stuff shaking tents, you got weird noises. Just stuff hanging from trees. Go. Keep going. Sooner or later, you're going to get out of these woods. Or
I
are you?
swear, I think they're just walking around in circles. So, day number 7, where's Josh? He's missing. Heather's having a panic attack.
But before they did that, didn't they realize that they were just making a circle?
I think they realized they were making a circle when they realized the map was gone. Because that's what prompted the whole fight. Because all 3 of them were still together.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. Alright, because I don't have the days, that's right.
So, he's missing, she's having a panic attack, and next thing you know, it's night again. That day lasted like no time. Then there's some conversation, and now it's black screen again.
Yeah.
You hear someone screaming, you think it's Josh. So, what do? They unzip the tent.
Let's go look for him.
We have no weapons of any kind. We're going to go find this guy and help him out.
This movie just bored me.
Oh my gosh. There's more screaming. They keep asking where he is. Obviously, he's not telling you.
Yeah.
Because you keep asking. So we're going to wander around in the dark because they big old dummies. then it's a black screen again.
And it's morning.
Yeah.
Go figure, right? Yeah. You didn't see that coming, did you, folks? And now, in this morning, there's like a pile of sticks, or a bundle of sticks in front of the tent.
Yeah.
And instead of walking, they're just sitting there. They decided today, we're just going to sit here.
Well, first she picks up this bundle and throws it off over to the side. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And then later on, she decides she wants to investigate it. So they open it up, and it looks like it's a part of a shirt. And it looks like there's teeth inside. I'm not 100% about that.
Yeah, I've never been sure about that either. It looked like teeth.
So...
But it was in Josh's shirt, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
So they walked around a little bit, and now it's nighttime again. And then I got really excited, because I was like, at this nighttime, it's getting ready to be the end of this movie, and I don't have to watch it ever again. So... Basically, it's nighttime, and then it's the infamous snot scene where she's talking to the camera and all this. I can't pay attention to her. I know I should.
You know it's coming up.
Yeah, I should feel bad about her being out there and boo-hooing and all that, and apologizing to everybody's mamas. But when the snot just started rolling, I'm done. I'm done. And then the house.
Yeah, they find the house. Good for them. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
And then I also wrote, the house means this movie's almost over.
I'm sitting here like, why are you going to go in this abandoned, rundown house? I'm sure it's totally safe. No, not really. And they're not good at sneaking.
Yeah. They're exploring the house, nothing upstairs.
I thought that they were supposed to be trying to sneak in to find out if somebody's trying to kill him. I mean, I would think you'd be quiet. But no, they're just talking loud and running around with camera lights on and everything. And, oh, Lord.
Alright. So we hear some screaming. Mike falls down. Heather is screaming. Then Mike's in the corner. Is that Mike?
I think it's Mike in the corner.
And Heather falls down.
Yeah, and then we're done. Thankfully, we are done.
The end.
I swear, if I never have to watch that movie again, I will be a happy girl.
Now we move on to your favorite.
Oh, gosh.
Because I know you love this one.
I hate this one, too.
Double Dragon!
I've come to the conclusion that most of the movies on this list I hate. Well, no, I hate this one and I hate the next one.
Double Dragon. We start off somewhere in China. There are a group of monks with no tongues.
I just feel like wouldn't it be better to just not say anything other than cut your tongue out?
Yeah, they cut their tongues out.
Okay.
I didn't. I wrote some stuff, but plot points there really wasn't any in this movie. I don't even know what was going on to this day, other than they were trying to get the medallion.
Yeah, they're trying to get a medallion that does something, and then the Terminator dude, who has bleached hair, and I think it looks stupid.
Nick O.T.
That goatee, yeah, that was dumb.
So he has one half of the medallion, which turns him black and white and flat.
Yeah. And then, Party of Five dude and the chairman are doing some karate.
Yeah.
The chairman, if you watch Iron Chef,
Yes.
he's the chairman.
Yes, he was an actor before he, started doing that. He was also, I can't believe I'm going to point this out, but since we're talking about bad stuff, he was also in the very short-lived Crow TV series.
Ugh.
He played the Crow, which I was... One day I'll let you watch that so you can see how bad that was.
Oh, you already made me watch some of that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was terrible.
Yeah, I'm done with that. So they're brothers. I'm assuming adopted because they look nothing alike, and they're not even the same nationality.
No.
And apparently they're doing some kind of karate tournament, and Party of Five is just a wild card. He
doesn't play by anybody's rules
Yeah.
of his own.
And then you see the news, and Andy Dick is a weatherman. I don't get that.
Vanna White was, wasn't she? Yeah.
She was the newscaster with that guy that's super tan.
George Hamilton.
Yes, super tan guy.
Yeah.
That's a crew right there.
And the whole city's, or most of the buildings are being held up by jacks because of the big earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
So buildings can't support themselves anymore. Or people just forgot how to build buildings.
I'd go with that one. As usual, there's a curfew.
Yeah.
Because in all these movies, there's a curfew.
Always a curfew. You can't be out on the
Oh
streets.
my gosh. But this curfew is weird because the curfew is because the gangs roam around at nighttime and everybody else got to stay in during the daytime. No, they out during the daytime. I got confused. Who's at nighttime? The gangs.
The gangs are at night. That's what you said.
Okay.
The gangs roam around at night, so,
Yeah.
everybody else is indoors.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the gangs
yeah.
don't I guess it's compromised. Like, look, you can have the nights.
But leave folks alone during
Yeah.
the day.
I'm like, okay, fair enough.
So
But if we see you people out at night,
You got to pay.
they're ours. Now these gangs, you gotta love them because they have some wonderful names. They're pretty much named after stuff they wear. You got one guy who wears a clown outfit, and his name is Clown. And one guy who has a mohawk, and his name is Mohawk.
I guess it's easy to keep up with.
Well, the gangs, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a group of gangs. They all wear clowns. I read that wrong. My bad. So the gangs are named after the stuff they wear.
Yeah.
So you get the
You got
clowns
to
and the
identify
mohawks.
with your uniform. So apparently the chairman and Party 5 and their surrogate mama are in a car. They got caught after curfew.
Yeah.
So the Mohawk man wants some money. They ain't got no money for him.
I love the bumper cam on the car, which for some strange reason it was a bumper cam, but it was computer generated.
Yeah. It looked like a crappy video game.
The acting is, and excuse my language, beyond.
Yes, it is. It's very bad. Sorry.
And how stupid is Alyssa Milano's dad? He's a cop,
Yes.
and he can't figure out that his daughter wears a wig.
Yeah, it's a really bad wig too.
Yeah, I mean, I would have noticed that if my daughter come down, like, why are you wearing a wig? What are you talking about, Dad? I'm not wearing a wig. He's a terrible cop if he can't identify a wig.
Well, maybe he thought that she had done something weird with her hair, and he just didn't want to ask her about it.
Yeah, she did do something weird to her hair. It's called a wig. That's
Well, maybe that's the color her hair was before she bleached it.
okay. All right. And then we got T2 going all up inside ladies, but not like that.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that he looks like Peter Pan's shadow, which is how I refer to him every time he turns into Peter Pan's shadow.
Excuse us, folks. Marbles. Get off the table. Oh yeah, that's gonna be in there.
Well, you called Missy Marbles, and then Marbles comes
sorry.
over here.
My bad. Because I'm used to marbles being on the table. Alright, where were we? Yeah, he looked like Peter Pan Shadow.
He did. All the fighting in this movie is just bad. There's none of the fighting is anything worth watching.
Oh, and you gotta love the Shadow choking a Shadow. And somehow choking the dude out for real.
Oh, that guy, the Hills Have Eyes guy?
Yeah. Remember T2 started choking a Shadow?
Yes.
And dude in real life was like, ah, you're choking me, stop
Because
it.
that's how that works.
Yeah.
So, well, before you get to the Shadow choking the Shadow, they want that one lady dies. Remember, they blow up the movie theater and she dies, and now the Lee brothers are all on their own.
Is that really important?
They have no car, they have no mentor, they have no hope, and then all the gangs are after them.
Right. All the gangs are after them. The Lee brothers are fighting. No, wait, it's all cool. Because I can't remember why, because I don't think they were fighting at all. Oh, yeah, they were fighting each other.
They weren't. They were fighting each other. And then they decided not to fight each other.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to fight one another when everybody's trying to get you.
Yeah.
You have to band together.
And then I put the gangs have teamed up, thanks to Coco Sugar, because that's what I called him. I don't.
What was his name?
I don't know, but his name is Coco Sugar. That's what I'm calling him. Because that sounds delicious. That's not actually his name, but that's how I know him.
Well, the thing about the gang outfits, you got one that was dressed up kind of like Clockwork Orange. Then you got one guy who's wearing a funnel. Then you got a mime. I don't know how intimidating mimes will be as far as a gang. They can't yell at you.
Yeah. So, all the gangs are going after the Lee brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lee brothers are trapped in a boat. Or a houseboat, right? Boathouse, houseboat, whatever.
Yeah.
They can't swim out because the water will melt them. But a boat can withstand the water. That didn't get me. If it can melt your skin, why is it not eating this boat?
It should, because it didn't look like it was a very sturdy boat.
Right.
So they're on a boat. There's a lame chase scene on a boat in the toxic water. Big whoop. Apparently the water is flammable. Of course it is.
Yeah.
The Lee brothers are on the lam, so they're going to go ask Alyssa Milano's group for help. That's basically what I wrote down. I'm still not liking this movie. There's the dumbest plan to get the other half of the medallion I've ever heard of in my entire life. They are really stupid. So then they get to the Terminator dude's hideout, which isn't really a hideout. It's a really big building. I mean, everybody knows where he is. So they go there. They climb up to this thing. They try to get the other half of the medallion with, was it a pin?
Using a pin, like a little lapel pin, and a string. That's how they try to get it off of Coco Sugar's desk.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the problem. I wrote this down. Here's the problem. One, they're doing this right in front of one of his hench people.
Mm-hmm.
Two, even if they did manage to get the medallion, how are they going to get it through the air grate? Because that air grate was like little squares.
It was way too small.
Yeah, there was no way they were going to get it through that.
No. So they end up falling through because
The plan failed, they failed.
Felicia from General Hospital takes a sword and kind of starts stabbing at it until they fall through. And then they fall / rappel down the elevator shaft after their cunning hiding spot was discovered. Now they're in an experiment room. And apparently Screaming wakes up the dead.
Right, but no.
That happened before then.
The Screaming woke up. I thought Coco Sugar was in the body.
But he came down, and that's when we realized that he's the one that was actually in the body. See, when I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, she screamed and this body shot up. But that's not really what brought the body back to life.
Right, so he's like jumping around from body to body. And then this giant fan blows him away. He's like, oh, my weakness, giant fans. Because fans kill shadows. No, wait, he's alive in another body. They're fighting the body. Jimmy gets a big hug, and Milano and Billy leave. They had no choice.
They had no choice. They had to leave him. The chairman got left behind.
Right.
So now, Terminator Dude is going to tell the chairman about his evil plan. And then there's some evil laughter. Because you can't have your evil plan without the evil laughter.
Right.
They go hand in hand.
Right. Then, let's see. Now all the gangs are attacking the Power Core. The Power Core basically is Alyssa Milano's little gang.
Of rebels.
Right, of rebels. Then Coco Sugar jumps into, which one is it? Jimmy? The chairman?
Yes, the chairman.
Jumps into Jimmy. He's all up in Jimmy. And
Yeah.
they start fighting. Billy
Party,
and Jimmy.
Yeah, Party of 5, kicks his butt.
Billy finally unlocks he unlocks the other half of it, of the
Yeah.
medallion. He's like, hey, I got this figured out now.
Yeah, but then he drops it.
Yeah, and then Coco Sugar gets his hands on both halves.
So now they have to battle with 2 twin demons who apparently hates lights.
Yes.
So Les Milano has to fix the generator because the lights went out. And yeah, then there's some fighting and the medallions and blah blah blah, happy ending.
Yeah. That's it.
I hate that movie.
As you can tell, as we were trying to talk about it, we weren't really interested.
Yeah, it was not the best movie.
No.
It was better than the next one.
Which we've seen, in all fairness. We have seen the next one. And it is Troll 2.
Oh Lord.
One of the worst movies ever made. We begin with a story from the olden days. Grandpa is reading it to his grandson. It's about evil goblins, because that's what you read to your grandson right before bed. The freckles on that kid's face. Was it his face? Was it the kid?
His freckles were real.
Who had the fake ones?
The one in the story.
Yeah, that's right. See, I don't even know. The one in the story, those freckles were fake.
They were fakels.
Yeah. But yeah, they call this movie Troll, but they talk about goblins.
They don't mention trolls at all. They mention goblins.
Right. So the movie is Troll. Yeah, I wrote that down. And
Okay, so the story, this guy named Peter, he's running from the troll, and there's some really bad techno music, which is probably why he's running. He falls down, he hits his head, he wakes up, and some lady with big eyes and fake freckles is feeding him some green pudding stuff. And, he doesn't question it. He's like, alright, I'll eat your pudding. And so the whole time he's trying to eat the pudding, I'm just saying, don't eat that, big dummy. Oh, great. Now you're leaking green juice. He was sweating green juice.
Right.
So, now he's a half man, half plant. And they go eat him.
I like to call them plants. It's half man, half plant. Plants. Not plants. Plants.
So,
2 ways.
then we found out that the grandpa that was telling the story, he did.
Yeah, he did. That's actually what apparently Grandpa isn't really there. He did. Grandpa Seth died 6 months ago. It was hard on everyone. I'm going to play that audio. Because that is wonderful audio right there. Because the mom says some stuff.
Well, she makes him feel bad about seeing his dead grandpa, and it's cold. Just wait.
It is some cold stuff. I mean, that poor kid. How do you say that to somebody?
I mean, really.
I know, Mommy. I told you it would never happen again. But you see, it's not a dream for me. I see him in front of me, and he's so real. And he tells me stories from just like before.
Grandpa Seth has been gone for more than 6 months now. You were at the funeral, and I know it was very difficult for you. It was also very difficult for your father, and for Holly, and for me, his daughter. He was an amazing man. Grandpa Seth has remained in all our hearts, but you must banish him from your mind. Remember what the doctor said?
Of course.
That's cold.
You must banish him from your mind.
I mean, who says that to somebody? I know that your grandpa's dead and you're upset, but you gotta banish that mess.
Yeah, I know you love him. Stop thinking about him now. He's gone. Get over it.
And the fact that they took him to a doctor for that, I'm like, really?
Yeah. So now the family's decided to take a vacation to Neilbog, which I'm gonna spoil. Spoiler alert! It's Goblin backwards. Yeah.
The sister Holly, I don't know what's her deal. She wants to be a bodybuilder. I'm not sure what's going on with that. The dad is the only one that seems like he's alive. The rest of them seem like they're dead, except for the little boy. Some peeper who turns out to be the sister's boyfriend, scares the little boy by looking in his window.
Yeah, he went to the wrong window.
Yeah.
I actually put the acting as like third graders putting on a play.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bad. And these parents are horrible because, one, the little boy was screaming when he saw the peeper, and two, she screamed when the dude came through the window, and I didn't see a parent, one, come check on anybody.
And then after that, I'll let you have the honors.
We turned that crap off.
Yes, we did. But like I said, we have seen it before. We watched it all the way through, but after that, we couldn't do it again.
I think we watched 15 minutes of this, and we were like, I'm out. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And we did not do it.
We don't normally turn movies off, but this one, I think we've done it how many times before?
This is probably in 8 years, 5 movies.
5 movies.
That's not bad.
That's not. One of them was, let's see. I'm trying to think of.
There was the worst horror movie ever made, which
terrible.
Was just crazy terrible.
That wasn't even.
There was this one. There was another one, but I can't remember what that one is. And I know it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I just not the old one,
the new
piece of crap. I refuse to watch it, and I am gonna not watch it.
Yeah, I think you were like, turn this off, please.
Yeah. And then there was 2 other ones, but I can't think what they are.
Are we gonna talk about that one, or?
We're gonna mention it, but we're just gonna talk about how it wasn't as bad as everybody says it is.
Yeah. We watched one, and it's Look Who's Talking Now. We were expecting it to be bad because we heard it was bad.
Yeah, well, I saw it on some lists as being bad because sometimes it goes by what we think is bad. Sometimes we'll consult lists to see, and we'll try them out and see if they really are bad. This movie, it's not the best movie in the world. It's not something you want to watch on a regular basis, but once in a while, it's not bad.
Yeah, I wasn't hating it.
No. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically the third Look Who's Talking movie. So it still has John Travolta and Kirstie Alley in it, and it has the 2 kids. This time it involves dogs. And you would think that, it wouldn't be that cool, but it wasn't that bad. It was a sweet movie.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
I mean, it did have some weird dream sequences.
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm not sure what was going on with those.
And some stuff didn't make sense. I'm looking here. I'm just perusing.
Yeah, because I think we stopped writing about it because we were just watching it.
Yeah. Oh, like the scene where the dog jumps out of a bag on the moving motorcycle?
Yeah.
That dog would seriously get messed up. Because that motorcycle wasn't just like going
Putting
slow.
along.
Yeah, it wasn't putting along. And that dog just like, psh, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. I don't know.
And nobody sees Mikey casually walk into an employees only area. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna go up in here.
Yeah. And like I said, it wasn't bad. I mean, I don't really have much to say about it one way or the other, but it's not bad.
Right. So
we'll move on to Bat Nipples.
Ha! Or Batman and Robin, as some of you may know it.
Alright.
Oh, this one's gonna be fun.
For people that know me, they know I love Batman. I've loved Batman for a very long time. I've loved Batman probably since I learned how to read.
Right. I'm gonna stop. Let me, really quick. But Look Who's Talking, I had some audio.
Oh, okay.
So, I think it was something that we found hilarious.
How could reindeer fly? Well, because it's free. And how come Rudolph's nose blows? What is he, radioactive?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, that whole Mikey talking about Rudolph. Is he radioactive? Okay. Alright, back to Bat Nipples.
Yeah, but I thought it was fair. We did mention the horrible Superman movie the last go round, and so we have to mention this horrible Batman movie.
Yes, because you do. You love you some Batman.
And you've accepted this.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Gotta love what I always love about this movie is all the crotch and butt shots.
Yeah.
Anytime they're getting in the suit, it's
There's a whole lot of
Schumacher's
them.
like, let me see the crotch and the butt.
And
Is he French? Or, I mean, not French. Is he German? I think he's German, isn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care.
So, this is my least favorite Batman movie, even though it has Poison Ivy and Batgirl, which I love Poison Ivy and Batgirl. Because it's like, my list is Harley Quinn, then Poison Ivy, then Batgirl.
Right.
I don't know. Mr. Freeze. Okay, Mr. Freeze could have been so much better. But the ice is pretty. I mean, whenever he froze stuff, that was pretty.
Yeah.
George Clooney seems like he's just bored. I mean, he's bored as Batman. He's bored as Bruce Wayne. He's just bored.
And I don't... For the longest time, I couldn't figure out why does Mr. Freeze's henchman have hockey sticks and rollerblades?
Because the ice. That's their thing. My thing is, if this is the first time that they've ever met Mr. Freeze, why did Batman and Robin have the blades in their boots for ice skating?
Because they're prepared for everything. That's Batman's thing. He's prepared
He
for
can't
everything.
carry around all that
See,
stuff.
that's what I dislike about Batman.
He had to put on special boots for that.
Yeah. I don't hate Batman, but I just dislike that he's always like, seriously, you're prepared for everything. Oh, molten lava? Don't worry, I got this. There's no way you can be prepared for everything.
He should sell insurance.
Batman Insurance. Hey, do you need insurance? Call me Batman.
I think Arnold needs to be in movies that don't have a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Because his dialogue is kind of cheesy. So there's the Arnold. Now we're going to Pamela Isley, which is Poison Ivy. But she hasn't become Poison Ivy as of yet. And then Bane is introduced. So, like I said, Ivy's my second favorite Batgirl. But I feel like Uma is just over the top sometimes.
I felt bad about that scene because that's when we're introduced to her assistant, not her assistant, the guy she works for.
Yeah.
Played by Mr. John Glover. If you don't know who John Glover is, he played Lionel Luthor in Smallville. Excellent actor, he really is. And his talents are just wasted in this movie.
Yes. So he is trying to make this killer guy a weapon.
Yeah.
So he pumps him full of Chemical X. It's always Chemical X.
Was it Chemical X?
It's something like that.
Yeah.
There's an X on it.
Right.
So basically now that he's pumped him full of whatever that was, and Pamela sees what happened, and so now he has to kill her.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. So he kills her, he puts all these venomous snakes and all this other stuff on top of her, and he thinks that she's dead. But
She's not.
she's not dead.
No.
And then Poison Ivy is born.
All that stuff transformed her. She mutated into something else. So she didn't really mutate. But yeah. And then she gets up and she like looks at a beaker and sees Wayne Enterprise on it. It's like, yes.
But that's after she kills dude
Yeah.
with her mouth. Because her kisses are poison.
Yeah. I didn't write that down because I hate this movie.
Well, that comes into play later on.
Yeah.
So tell us more about Mr. Freeze.
Oh no, I'm saving that. I'm saving that for the end there.
Okay, Mr. Freeze does not hang out in his bathrobe like Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, he does. He's like, hello, welcome to my ice castle.
I mean, seriously, he's always, when he's not doing bad stuff, he's in his bathrobe, and we come to him, he is in his bathrobe directing a choir, singing the Snow Miser song, which I love the song.
Do you think? Okay, so I like Kindergarten Cop, and which I know this has nothing to do with it, but
Yeah.
anytime I do like an Arnold impersonation, I kind of want to, the same way he gives everybody the milk. Mm-hmm. It's like that's how I see it. Like, hello, welcome to my house. Here, have some milk. Everybody drink some milk. Now it's gonna be in your head, right?
Oh my gosh.
Seam in the robe. Everybody drink milk. It's good for you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to get that out because that's how I saw it in my head.
So, Alicia Silverstone shows up, and her name is Barbara. This is where I get mad. Okay? That girl is Barbara Gordon. Mm-hmm. Not related to Alfred Pennyworth.
No.
Or whatever. That's Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Yep.
So apparently they felt the need to take it upon themselves to rewrite history. Just saying.
Right.
And I got mad.
Oh no, to be quite honest, I didn't realize it the first go around. I was stupid because I was just like, this movie's terrible. I actually saw this movie in theaters, unfortunately. Okay.
I don't know. Poison Ivy wants to save the Earth, but to save the Earth, she wants to get rid of all the human people.
Right.
Because they just weighing it down.
That's we're destroying the Earth, which is sort of true.
Kind of, yeah. But Bruce Wayne, he's not down with that. He can't just let you start killing folks.
Nope.
He doesn't want to do with that. So, then we go back to Mr. Freeze. I will say that I like Mr. Freeze's story as far as why he's doing what he's doing. I mean, I understand. His wife got sick. He was trying to research it. He ended up getting changed in the process. I understand. I feel bad about it. I do. And I will say I really like the makeup that they put on Arnold because I think the makeup was really cool.
Visually, I didn't hate this movie.
Except when we get to the neon crap, I really...
Oh, yeah.
So then we go away from Mr. Freeze again, and now we're back to Ivy, who is at some woman auction, and she's blowing her lust dust on people. Batman and Robin were not prepared
Right, that's when
for
she was
that.
in the ape suit, right?
Yeah.
Let me stop you there for a second, because I had written down when Barbara was still in the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. What I don't get is Bruce Wayne has all this money, but yet no security system to see that she's still in this motorcycle sneaking out at night.
I know.
Like, she's not setting off any alarms. She's just casually like, I'm going to steal this motorcycle. And I mean, no issues with it. She just did it.
Yeah, and I thought he did have, like, this secure system. I mean, he's got cameras everywhere.
No. Yeah, well, that's it, cameras. No alarms. Alright, so sexy ape.
Yeah.
Okay, that's no ape.
It's Ivy.
Yeah, and then she's blowing her pixie dust.
Yes. And like I said, Batman and Robin were not prepared for that one.
No.
So they're not prepared for everything.
They're not prepared for everything.
There's a bidding war over Ivy. Batman rips out his credit card.
Yeah, it was the bat card. Don't leave the bat cave without
First
it.
off, how is he getting a card? I mean, he doesn't have identification. He doesn't have a social security number. I mean...
Hello? Yeah, this is Batman. I'd like a credit card. Now, Batman. B-A-T-M-A-N. It's all one word.
He doesn't have proof of an address. He doesn't have a salary. I mean...
Yeah, but no, somebody gave Batman a credit card.
I don't get it. I can't get one, but
Hey,
Batman can get
boss,
one.
look who I gave a credit card to today. Did you give a credit card to Batman? Yeah. How do you know it's the real Batman? Oh, crap. I'm fired, aren't I? Yep.
So, Mr. Freeze breaks into the party, and Ivy goes over there and tries to blow some lust dust on him.
Doesn't work on him.
No, he's not down with that. Because apparently you gotta be warm-blooded and he's cold.
Yep. That was one of them, by the way.
Then Robin throws a temper tantrum. Big deal.
And apparently, wasn't there like Yeah, there was a chase, wasn't there, at this point in time after that? Wasn't there a chase? With the statue and all that?
Yes.
And gravity apparently does not apply in Gotham.
No, it does not.
Because you could drive sideways on a giant statue. Because that's what they were. They were like all sideways, and they're just like,
yeah, and that's why he threw the temper tantrum, because his bike got messed up.
You know what it is? As long as you don't look down, like in the cartoons. As long as you don't look down, you're not going to fall. Wile E. Coyote. Let's look at it. He would run across. What would happen if he looked down? He would fall. Mm-hmm. If he just kept looking straight and be like, I got this, he would have made it. Alright, sorry.
So, Ivy wants this secret hideout, but there's a Dayglow gang in there. So, we gotta get rid of them. Yeah. So, Bane takes care of them. I think, was it Elle McPherson was the model lady that was George Clooney's girlfriend in
this
I think
movie?
So. Because he called her Elle one time, and that wasn't her name in the movie. But he did call her that.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. She wants to marry him. He's not about it. He's dreaming about Ivy. Then, finally, Barbara gets caught stealing a motorcycle. And then there's a street race with the Dayglow gang again. These gangs are almost completely similar. You had the Clockwork gang. You even had the Mime. I think there was the Motorcycle Mohawk one. I mean, I'm pretty sure they just steal.
Yeah. And there was a cameo at that point in time by Coolio.
Yes, Coolio. Yeah, I'm sure he's so happy with that.
So yeah, apparently Barbara likes to race bikes. And that's all I got.
So, Barbara almost dies. Robin sees her.
She almost fell off a bridge.
Yeah. Apparently Gotham is the land of dead parents. I know that sounds bad. But, you know, Bruce Wayne doesn't have any parents. Robin's parents are dead. And Barbara's parents are dead. So everybody's parents are dead.
But here's the thing. When he saves her, I'm still on that.
Yeah.
He manages... I mean, they're hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
And he manages to take his helmet off. Somehow or another. He's holding her. And he's like, let me take my helmet off really quick.
Maybe he wicked it with his head.
But no! You see his hand take it off.
I don't know.
It's like, I have to take this helmet off before I pull you. No, just pull me up. You leave the helmet on. Pull me up.
It's magic. It's magic, I tell ya. So...
Whatever.
Yeah, well... Barbara thinks that Alfred's a slave, but he's not. I mean, Bruce loves him. They're family. I will say that the Bruce Wayne and Alfred relationship was probably the saving grace of this movie because it was just so sweet.
It was. It was.
Mr. Freeze, because he got into jail.
Yeah, they threw him in Arkham.
And Poison Ivy's going to bust him out.
He's an artist now because he was making sculptures and sculptures. Excuse me.
Yes. She's going to bust him out, and then they're going to pair up and take over the world. Ivy finds out that he's married. She apparently does not like to compete with other women.
She does not. So what does she do?
She pulls the plug.
Yeah, she pulls the plug on Mr. Freeze's wife.
Shame, shame, shame.
Yeah.
Then she goes back and says Batman did it. And
Just like him.
I know.
A bad woman.
A trifling woman.
Yeah.
There's some more lust does for Batman and Robin. Batman figures out that the kisses are poison. Robin, once again, is going to be a big old crybaby. Wah, wah, wah. She wanted to kiss me, not you. Wah, wah, wah. She loves me, not you. Wah, wah, wah. No, she don't love you. She trying to kill you, son.
She wanted to kiss you and kill you.
Once again, Mr. Freeze is running around like Hugh Hefner.
Here you go, everybody. Drink your milk. Drink your milk.
There's a plan to kill everybody and everything on Earth, so I guess they could procreate. Because, I mean, if there are only 2 people, they got to make some more peoples. I'm assuming that's the...
They got to make some Frozen Ivy babies.
I guess that's the plan. Why am I doing... That's not going to... That's too much of that. Alfred is super sick, which is super sad.
Yeah.
And Robin's still thinking with his Johnson. I think it's the lust dust.
You wrote down way more than what I just hit some points. That's why I'm not saying much. I'm sorry.
I said Mr. Freeze breaks into a telescopy place. I don't even think telescopy is a word. And I remember that Bane puts down bombs because Bane likes to tell you what he's doing.
Bomb. Bomb.
Barbara found the Batcave, and Alfred just happened to have some things ready for her.
Yes. So now she's Batgirl. Crotch. Excuse me. Crotch.
But
Boobs, butt. So it's crotch, butt, boobs, butt. Because that's how it was shown.
so Robin's gonna get his kiss after all, so he'll stop whining like a big baby. And she's like, "Oh, you gotta die now." He's like, "Fooled you, got rubber lips." So then that happened. Then there was a fight between Batgirl and Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Poison Ivy kept stopping to check out her hair or her makeup. No, that's not how that goes.
Then she was eaten by a giant fly trap.
Yeah.
Freezes Gotham.
Yeah, he does.
Batman, Robin, and Batgirl are going to use a satellite to harness the sun.
Because that's science.
You know what? I really don't care. That's what I wrote. You know what? I really don't care what they're going to do. I really don't.
So then there's some science stuff that happened.
Science!
And, Bane, he sprung a leak.
Oh, poor baby.
So he deflated. I mean, like, he deflated into, like, nothing, hardly. It's kind of like, when they threw the water on the Wicked Witch.
Yeah. I know.
Mr. Freeze and Batman are fighting. Big whoop-de-doo. The town is saved. Yay, yay, yay.
Because they use that satellite.
For science purposes. Mr. Freeze isn't a bad guy. He's just misunderstood. He cured Alfred. And they're going to let him do his research to save his wife, who's not dead, by the way, y'all.
Right. Going back to that satellite thing, this is what I wrote, and I read it to you earlier, or once before. Now they're going to use the satellite to directly thaw the city. Sure, why not? People do that all the time. Like that one time there was a lot of snow, and the scientists used satellites to melt it. Because that was the case, we're like, the East Coast is covered, just use that satellite, melt that snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this movie is what's kept Batgirl out of any other Batman movie. So thanks a lot, Joel Schumacher, for ruining the Batman. You suck.
Yes. And now, I will go to what you were talking about earlier that I was saving for last. So I kept a count of Mr. Freeze's quote-unquote ice references, the cheesy one-liners. I literally kept count.
He did.
There are 27 ice references. Whether it be, I'm cold, or let's kick some ice. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
27.
27.
That is a lot.
In a row?
Not in a row. They were spread out.
That's one of my favorite movies. In a row. Alright. And that, my friends, concludes part 2. Part 3, we're still working on.
Oh my gosh. I was so glad we're done watching these bad movies. Ugh, I need a break.
Me too.
Like, I feel like all the bad movies, I just need to, like, Lysol my face or something. I don't know.
I understand completely. So, by the time of this podcast is up, we'll have seen the Evil Dead musical. So we'll probably be talking about that in the next one.
Probably.
If we need to tell people, you need to go see this, or this sucked.
Or I got blood in my face. Not my eyes. I need
Better
goggles.
wear your glasses.
I need goggles. I'm not keeping on my glasses.
Alright, well, I'm kind of hungry, so you want to wrap this one up?
Bye.
No, we don't say bye. Say goodnight, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle.